everyone I love. Maybe I'm better alone. Love life for the way it is, the way still blue when I'm with you. I love you for the way it is, it's the way I am. But you don't know me anymore. You don't know. You don't owe me anything anymore. Still drinking with me, yeah. Still fucking with me, yeah. Got you sleeping on me, yeah. Don't give up on me, yeah. Don't need to love me, yeah. I can't believe this, yeah, yeah. Hold up, in my tea, in my zone, I know I'm good. Bad news when I wake up, yeah. Don't know about you, but I can't feel right. I feel dead inside. Bad news when I wake up, yeah. Don't know about you, but I can't feel right. I feel dead inside. And I thought everything was wrong. Bite down my lip bleeds pretty well. I feel like everything I do is somehow wrapped around you. Keep calm, everything seems wrong. I don't know how you make me feel less alone. Feeling, drinking, or am I wasted? Keep on racing. Another one, another one, another one. I know it's wrong what I feel. I know it's wrong, I'm still here. Take my hands away. Know that I still feel the same. Oh my God, what the fuck is up? Welcome to my stream. Y'all know what I mean. It's time for that My Hero Academia. I'm sorry, I have to put you guys through that. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got everything working. I got my audio on. I got my stream set up. I've got this little thang roll scrolled up. And it's hot in here. Hold on. Fuck, god damn. It's hot. I can't do it. I thought I could do it with the hoodie. I can't. I can't. It's just, I live in one of those old Florida houses that they built the second half of it in like the 90s or the early 2000s. Long story short, basically we get no AC back here. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Alright. Now that that's taken care of. Holy shit. Y'all ever just been in your house trying to live stream and you're sweating? You ever just been in a house? You ever been in a stream? You ever
You ever been in a manga book? You ever been in a... Okay, here's a real question. Have you ever been trying to sleep with an older woman? Let's say she's in your neighborhood. An older woman in your neighborhood, and, she's checking you out. You've been checking her out, but she's your mom's friend. And you don't want to be fucking weird. You don't want to be the one perverted little kid. So how do I let her know how do I let her know I'm into it? How do I let her know it's safe here? I have consent. And I'm a young child. And, this is not necessarily a real story, but it is a story. And, fuck that shit. I'm fucking... Every time I try to do the monitor on this thing, I don't prefer it. I'm not a monitor guy when it comes to speaking. I don't like hearing my voice while I'm trying to talk and think about things unless it's absolutely like on time. And I've been messing with it, and I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. I am viewtifulwoe, and we're going to be going over I'm swinging my arm up. We're going to be going over 2 chapters, because I've missed 2 chapters of My Hero Academia, and I have not been keeping up. So without any further ado, we're going to get into 235 first, and then we're going to go through that one. Obviously going into 236. These are both partner chapters, so it should be seamless. All right, guys, whenever you're ready, follow me. So again, we're starting on chapter 235, Shimura Tenko Origins, part 1. And it's already been 5 years of serialization with My Hero Academia. I don't know if you guys started at the very beginning. I think I didn't start reading My Hero until I had watched season 1 come out, and then that's when I caught up. So at that time, they were at where the fuck were they at in the manga? Wherever season 2 was, that's basically where I started reading. I think it was when they were training in the woods and Dabi and the villains attacked them for the first time. Anyway, so let's just get it going. For those of you following, I'm on page 3. Extracting and materializing my stress, then releasing it as an AoE attack. That is an area of... What the fuck does AoE attack stand for? Hold on. An area on all enemies. Area of effect. Area of effect. So I guess it creates a whole area. I don't know. Let's not get into the whole semantics of this whole thing. Let's just read it. Then releasing it as an AoE attack that is the essence of my stress bomb. Redestro, can you hear me? The ultimate technique I've been polishing since my childhood days. It's not something that can be avoided so easily. I was touched, and in that instant, it worked. He cast aside his self-preservation instincts. Sometimes they barely fit these words in these panels. He cast aside his self-preservation instincts. Redestro, all for the sake of destruction. For the sake of your safety, you must... My senses are being sharpened. So I must be Shimura talking, or... What I want to create, you say. As if it all happened yesterday. You already said it yourself, didn't you? Everything is so clear. Whoa, wait. Is he about to go Super Saiyan? All I truly want to do is destroy. Then disappear. A world without creation bears no future. Since when did we ever need a future? Yes. When did you get a cape on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really, truly sorry for the trouble he's caused. Seriously, I'll be sure to set him straight. He got in trouble pretending to be a hero again. Wah, let me go. Stop, Kataro-san. Let's not get violent. No, stop. If you want me to stop, then start listening. I don't want to, Dad. Stop. Within our house, we had rules, or rather just one rule that my father made. Kotaro-san. Any talk of heroes was forbidden. Shimura Tenku, age 5. Getting a little backstory, okay. Don't let him in until he apologizes. But dinner's ready. Plus his allergies are getting worse. Rules are rules. What a fucking asshole. Fuck this guy. This guy was a dick. Don't you think you've been a bit too strict lately? For his quirk to have not shown up at this age, if he doesn't have one, he'll be the one who ends up devastated, you know? Dreams of becoming a hero can only result in unhappiness. Don't you agree, father? My father was a businessman and made a fortune quite early on. He built this two-family house and invited his in-laws to live with him. Now, no more scratching, okay? But it itches. It's unfortunate that we still don't know what you're allergic to. It only itches at home. Hey, Tenko, do you still want to be a hero? Yeah. Mikun usually always leaves me out. Tomo-chan does too. I asked Mikun if we could play together, right? I asked him if he wanted to play heroes with me, right? It was so fun. And then afterwards he said, Tenchan, you're just like All Might. He said it because I'm nice and I played with him even when he left me out. Hey mom, why doesn't dad let me? Is it cuz he hates me? Is it cuz I don't have a quirk yet? Of course your father doesn't hate you. It's just he knows just how hard being a hero is. Children can be surprisingly self-centered and straightforward. The words of a grown-up are absolute. That's why I wanted to hear it from you all. All I wanted was that one phrase, the house my father built. It continued to quietly deny me. Someone pointed this in a chat recently on a live stream. I forget whose chat it was or whose live stream it was, but they're mirroring Shimura's and Deku's lives with just wanting to be a hero, not having a quirk, and all this. Is actually pretty good storytelling. It's a secret. The person is apparently our grandma. She was a hero. Hana-chan, why are you showing me? Even though dad said all that, it'll be alright because I'll always be cheering you on, Tenko. Let's keep it a secret from dad and become hero siblings. Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Come on, man. Come on, man. How can you not feel for this kid a little bit? That day was blistering hot and humid. Grandma was a hero. There was a hero in our family. Hey, Monchan, now I feel like I can handle whatever challenges may come my way. Ouch. Huh? Tenko, you went into my office, didn't you? The post-rain moisture hanging in the air. Well, I said that in a voice. The post-rain moisture hanging in the air. You saw it, didn't you? Pierced and irritated skin like needles. The itch sprung out from the depths of my stomach. Ah, but Tenko said he wanted to see it. Children can be surprisingly self-centered and straightforward. Wow. This bitch sold her brother out. Yo, that's not... Alright, y'all. You need to establish some sibling loyalty. If anybody's gonna have your back in this world, it should be them. You know, it's crazy though. I hear about that all the time. Like, you have siblings and they're just super self-centered and they don't... Just because they're their sibling doesn't mean you can trust them, unfortunately. Let's onward. Let's keep reading. Kotaru-san. Yo, he just... Pop! Pop, 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 pop! Yo, man, Pacquiao. You know? That person wasn't your grandmother. She was a whore. That was a demon that threw away her own children. Damn. Listen up. A hero is nothing but... Help! Don't just watch, please. Someone save me. Someone who hurts their own family. Anyone. For the sake of helping others. This house. How ironic is that, though? People who hurt their own family members. This guy's beating his own son. Was one my father built. I'm really sorry for leaving you all of a sudden. Your mother has to fight with some really bad guys from now on. They might even come and do bad things to you, Kotaro. That's why I have to keep my distance from you. I'm sorry I couldn't be a good mother for you. You might end up hating me for doing this, but I'll always love you, Kotaro. I love you, Kotaro. I hope you can live on, always happy and smiling. Your mother will always be watching over you from above. If only she had hated me instead. I fucking hate this shit, man. All the feels. No. You like can't help but feel for these people, even though you see them doing these dastardly things, or these terrible things. That's enough. I went too far. Where are they now? If you're going to resort to violence, then I can't abide by your rules. Didn't you say you wanted to build a happy family? I didn't mean for it to end up like this. No way. Does he kill his whole family? No, I hate this. Monchan, I can't take it anymore. No, not the dog. I just hate everyone. This motherfucker killed his corgi. I know one dude of the Fab Five is not happy with this. If anybody watched Queer Eye, it's new season on Netflix. It's fucking a wholesome show. I don't watch it regularly, but I saw a couple episodes from season 4, and it's just wholesome, man. No, this guy just killed his only friend. I guess his sister is his friend, but doesn't hold a secret, so. Monchan? The fallen one beside him is 236, Shimura Tenko, Origins Part 2. Tenko, you see, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Even though I was the one who secretly showed you, I'm sorry. Yeah. What's wrong? Wait, don't go. My voice isn't coming out. It itches. Hana-chan, it itches so bad. Didn't you come out to apologize? Then please protect me. Save me. Mom! I thought some terrible villain was attacking us. That's why Monchan had disintegrated. That's why Hana-chan had disintegrated. At this point, I still thought it was someone else's doing. Bleh. No. Maybe not. Thinking back on it now, perhaps I had already understood it by then. It's just your father knows just how hard being a hero is. Why did they take my dad's side? Why would they only tell me to stop crying? I can't take it anymore. All these little things added up. I hate everyone. Tenko. Wow, yo, he's just obliterated. This is gonna be amazing in the anime. Holy shit, these are some cool panels. At that time, what the fuck? Please, from now on, let's try to live together as a happy family. Father, I'm so sorry. Ah! Oh, he's reaching for him. Okay, so he smacked him out of the way. Does he get him? Stop it, Tenko. At this point, I touched my father with full intent to kill. Die, die, die! And an unrelenting wave of pleasure crashed over me. Damn. Well, that's what you get when you beat your kid, bro. Stop beating kids. You're making villains. Perhaps hidden somewhere deep in my heart, I had always been searching for something like this. The beginnings of decay. I no longer felt that burning itch. Chapter 236 End. My Hero Academia. Or My Villain Academia. Damn. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Probably some of the best villain backstory I've read in a little bit. Fuck yeah. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna breathe. This is setting up the story. I like what they're doing here. Or what? Who's my hero? Horikoshi? Or what Horikoshi's doing in here? They're mirroring everything between I can't remember his name now, but Shimura Tenko and Deku. They're mirroring everything between those two. As in, Deku lived in a house. He wasn't abused, but all he wanted was his mother to say he become a hero. Kind of similar, but more extreme situation is Shigaraki. That's who it is, Shigaraki. Growing up in a household where he gets beaten for talking about heroes and causing trouble for people apparently, and just lived with a bunch of cowards in his family who didn't really support him and supported his dad. And his dad wasn't necessarily an evil guy. I like those not necessarily evil people. They make stories so much more compelling. They make a conversation. They create depth. If you're writing a story or you're doing anything that's worthwhile, don't just invest all into the heroes. Don't invest all into your favorite people. Don't, maybe not make it so obvious who your favorite character is if you're the creator, But this leads me to my theory that I have. I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's a ton of people in this community who, this kind of reminds me of the One Piece community, where people are just passionate about this stuff. There's a bunch of theories right now of who's Deku's dad. So spoiler alert, this is the part of the stream where I'm going to go into some theory. It's no spoilers, I feel like, in my opinion, but there are some aspects of it. So enter at your own risk. Decide what you want to. The story is going to be great regardless of me butchering an idea that I've had and ideas that I've seen. It's kind of an amalgamation of different things. Anyways, I believe that like All For One is training All Might's sensei's grandson and keeping in the family. All Might is training All For One son. That's right. Deku is the son of All For One. Now, there's a couple different theories that make it possible Deku didn't have a quirk. That would make sense if All For One was his dad and he took his quirk that Deku initially had. Another theory is that the doctor that told Deku he's not a hero, the doctor that told Deku he had that additional bone in his body, that doctor is the same doctor who has appeared in the recent chapters talking to Shigaraki about the big machine monster, Machina Moso Mantra, whatever the fuck. That's the same doctor with the big circle glasses. Looks like Dr. Eggman. The very potato-looking head, mustache. Did I say that already? Anyways, that's the same doctor who told Deku and then shit. So what the theory goes, like, what if All For One goes around fucking throughout the past 100+ years? He's gone around having sex. Sorry, I curse a lot on this stream. It's a little bit forward, I know. Having sex with different women, creating bastards who have quirks that he can steal and add to his repertoire. Now, Deku's dad in the story has been there. And one thing in shonens is that if they mention the parents at all, they're there. And you will eventually find some story about them. Usually, if there's no story about the parents, they're not going to mention them at all. Take Bleach. Ichigo's father, he had importance to them. Luffy, One Piece, his father has importance. They mention him. Full Metal Alchemist. The list goes down the line, and you can think of animes on the other side of it, like who don't even bother mentioning any of their parents, like Sora and Shido from No Game No Life. What the fuck? Don't even mention it. Let's just fucking keep it going. Keep it fucking moving. It doesn't matter. Anyways, the point is, they mentioned Deku's father had a fire-breathing quirk that could easily have been All for One, just showing living a fake life for a couple years as Deku's mom's husband or Deku's dad. Ultimately, having a baby, taking a quirk, telling his doctor, who's the pediatric doctor for Deku, here's this fake X-ray of his foot. This is a X-ray of a foot with an extra bone into it. Here, tell him he doesn't have a quirk, and just does this to all of his children, and bearing all these different powers, mixing with maybe he wanted maybe he got some type of like floating thing. Maybe Deku has naturally an ESP or telekinetic power like his mother, or ESP fire combination mixed with his dad, or has something else. But the theory is backed up by the fact that Deku has. So the theory is backed up because Deku has an innate affinity, or has an affinity with his quirk, based on the last couple chapters that we read right before we went into myvillainacademia chapters. Deku unleashed a new ability. It's like some venom type of web slinging black slime or mass shooting. We're not really sure what it is yet, but it can grab things and apparently move around, kind of similar to Venom's ability in Marvel Comics, which would not be surprising because I think that Horikoshi has mentioned that he is a fan of American comics, and it would make sense if this thing was based off of Star Wars and Spider-Man. But All Might did not have a connection to this quirk, and neither did his master. And as far as we know, maybe no one else did. But the person who does have a connection would be All for One's brother. So technically, Deku, being the son of All for One, would be related to his brother, who initially started the All One for All technique. I'm getting kind of lost in the fucking names and phrases, but I hope you guys are following me. Yeah, and it would just make sense with all the symmetry that's going on here. And I think that Horikoshi loves the symmetry. He's been doing it between Deku and Shigaraki, and it would just make sense for them further. They're training each other's pupils or their descendants or family members, etc. And it would explain why we've seen the Doctor again. It would explain also why Deku has another ability and why he was able to access it. You know, maybe I don't know. But the way this is going makes me think that Deku is not going to really achieve 100% full cow. As like, I like that they're giving Shigaraki upgrades here, because basically with that, like, if you're going to give Deku another ability plus super strength, like, and that means his super strength is not just super strength, it's super speed strength. Like, it's everything, super just strong in every aspect. And then he's at only like 15% or 12% or something like that. Then you can give him another ability, possibly, like, I don't know how many people there were, 5, 6, maybe 8, but maybe 8 total abilities total, right? Maybe 7 to 8 abilities total. And then you can give him to Shigaraki, who can destroy things with his hands. Like, it seemed kind of like, come on, is he really gonna feel like, is he fighting All for One at the end of this series? Is that his ultimate enemy, or is All for One gonna die and pass his abilities on to Shigaraki? You know, is there another ultimate boss? Are they gonna pull a Bleach Naruto ending here? Because that's what you gotta think about, is like, where's Deku gonna be at the very end of the story? Right now, he's already potentially in the realm of plot armor and just being like, the way he did with the overhaul fights and having Eddie-chan and everything. He needs help, but if he gets the help, he is potentially on the level of kicking anyone's ass, honestly. where he's gonna be, if this story goes on for another 18 years, keeping up with One Piece which is where he wants to go. If this story goes on for another 18 years, what type of Deku are we looking at? Are we looking like an adult Deku? Are we looking at a 20-something-year-old? Are we looking still at about to graduate high school Deku at that point of the series? Where are we at? How much cow can he go into? How much power does he have? What's happened so far? You know, because the risks, they're getting much higher each arc. They're not going at a slow pace, in my opinion. They're going at a steady pace. With the villains thing, people have said maybe it's slower, but I think you need this. You just gave Deku a huge power up. And I can see them not even giving Deku full control over his ability. I can see him maybe not getting full control after maybe like 20 other chapters. And him not getting another ability like 20 chapters after we come back. Maybe even more. And then maybe him not getting another ability for another 150 chapters. Because it's not going to be something I don't feel like he can tap into. It's going to be something that that's just going to hit him randomly when he needs it. But I don't know. The chapters out of 1 to 10, I'm going to rate them together as a whole 8. Solid 8. That's solid dialogue. Solid writing, straight to the point. The panels are really cool. The panels have been really cool. And I'm giving it 8 because it pulled on the heartstrings of explaining who Shigaraki or Shimura Tenko is, you know, and who was his family, other than just a little bit that we know. So I'm always a fan of, like I said throughout this whole video, sounding like a broken record. I'm always a fan of giving depth to the villains, and that's why I rated this video an 8. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys hated it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notification. I'm always streaming, going live, and reviewing these chapters in these shows, episodes, movies, etc., trailers, whatever the fuck I really want to do. So, yeah. All right, I love y'all. Have a good one.